Hey, Maximizers. Welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer, and I am a content coach. And I help coaches and service providers create consistent content using YouTube that converts into consistent sales for them. Please excuse my voice. I currently sound like Kermit the Frog. My voice is actually coming back. It was a lot worse a few days ago. If you've been watching my day in the lives, you'll hear like my raspiness and my voiceovers, but I was not going to let me losing my voice hold me back from working and getting this content out to y'all. I did not go live since like last week because one day I woke up and I had absolutely no voice and I like couldn't talk at all. Um and then yesterday with the time change, I was literally falling asleep, so I just wasn't able to stay up enough to go live. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live ASAP when I get home. So if this is your first time watching me, like I said, welcome. I have been creating content since 2018. I started off teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, how to meal plan, how to strategically shop. I've couponed since I was 18. So I've couponed my whole adult life. So 10 years into me couponing, I started a YouTube channel teaching women how to do exactly that, how to strategically save money to get the things they want, like and need, without paying full price. And for 2 years, I posted so much freaking content on my YouTube channel. And then in 2020, my clients were like, hey, Crystal. Hey, Sharon. Thank you so much for joining. My clients were like, hey, Crystal, can you teach us how to start YouTube channels? Can you teach us how to start businesses? Can you teach us how to start a side hustle? You okay? Okay. Can you teach us how to start a side hustle so that we can make money like you did? It's a pandemic. People are losing their jobs. We don't know when we're going to go back to work again. So, like, can you teach us how to make money outside of our 9 to 5? And I was like, okay. And then my business coach at the time was like, hey, you're one of my star students. Will you come and coach my people? And I was like, okay. So in 2020, I accidentally became a business coach. It wasn't my goal, my intention, my focus, or anything at all to become a business coach, but I accidentally became a business coach. And for 3 years, I did both. Forward facing, I was your coupon girl. Hey, Sharon. Forward facing, I was your coupon girl, sharing all things budgeting, couponing, meal planning, anything that had to do with saving money. But then behind the scenes, I was running one on one and group coaching programs, helping women start and grow their businesses. And the very first program I ran was called YouTube Channel on a Budget. And I helped about 15 women start a YouTube channel for like less than $100. So it was an absolute great program. Hold on, I'm trying to turn my brightness up on Instagram. It was an absolutely great program and I loved it. Then I ran Side Hustle on a Budget, which was a side hustle program where I helped women take the idea from their brain and turn it into a side hustle and or business. And then I was signing one-on-one clients and doing my group coaching programs like behind the scenes. And I did that for 3 years. But in 2020, I had like a 33-year-old midlife, quarter life, third of a life crisis, I'll say. And so many things were happening, and I really realized like I needed to pick a focus. It was very hard to have one audience and try to sell two kind of separate things. Making money, saving money, they're the same but not, right? I'm speaking to two different types of people, two different ideal clients, and I was like, I need to pick. And at that point I was like, do I want to be known as the couponing girl, or do I want to try something different? Do I want to be a business coach? Do I really want to help women start and grow their businesses? And I decided that I wanted to be a business coach. I decided that nothing bad happens when women make more money. Nothing bad happens when women start businesses. Nothing bad happens when women are more in control of their finances and their time. So in 2023, I decided that I was going to be a business coach. And the first thing I did was I started a brand new YouTube channel. So I started a business YouTube channel. It's called Build a Business with Chris. Build a Business with KRYS. So if you're not watching on my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris, please go over and subscribe. Trying to get it to 1,000 subscribers by the end of November. I think I have like 40 to go. 40. I think I have like 40 to go. Can't remember. Let me see. Yeah, I only have 33 to go. So if you're not subscribed to Build a Business with Chris, go subscribe. That's where I give you all tips, tricks, techniques to start and grow a business, a profitable business that you actually like using social media. So I started a brand new YouTube channel. And then in the beginning of 2024, I closed down all of my couponing programs. But I also was going through a breakup. It's in the description box for the YouTube channel is in the description box, but you can click the link in the description box. Um, and I was not signing clients the way that I want to. I was not in a place energetically where I could show up and service my audience, partly because I was dealing with the partly because I was dealing with a deep state of depression. The other reason was I was being an anything business coach to everybody. I was literally throwing spaghetti at the wall, see if it sticks. I did not have a focus. I did not have a goal. I did not have an intention. So in 2024, I didn't really start showing up in my business until the fall. So in the beginning, in the middle of 2024, I had to sit with myself and decide, like, what type of business coach am I? And I sat and I looked and I said, what have I done really well in my business? What have I helped the majority of my clients within their business? And the answer to that question was content. To date, I've posted over 2,000 YouTube videos. I've gone live over 1,000 times. And all of that has yielded me over $400,000 in sales, $400,000 in income. I've gotten money from affiliate deals. I've gotten money from brand deals. I've gotten money from directly from the platform, like directly from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars selling my coaching, my group coaching programs, my memberships, my one-on-one workshops, boot camps, masterclasses, challenges, you name it. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars selling those things, but all of it came from my content. If I was not such a content machine, if I was not so consistent with my content, I would not be Krista Maximizer. I would not have had a brand deal. I would have not been able to make affiliates, and I damn sure would not have been able to sell to my audience if I didn't have an audience built from my content. So I said, that's it. I'm a content coach, and I want to really focus on helping businesses create content that converts into sales without them having to say buy, 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 because that's annoying, right? The why is why people buy. So I made that pivot and decision in the fall of 2024, and I started signing clients every single month because I had a focus. And then I was like, I'm a content coach. And then this year I got even more specific. I am a content coach with a specialty in YouTube. YouTube is how I built my business. YouTube is how I built my audience. YouTube is how I made hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, I've gotten clients from Facebook, I've gotten clients from Instagram, I've gotten clients from TikTok. But the majority of my clients, like close to 75-ish% of my clients, have come from YouTube. Literally. So this year I said, you know what? I really want to focus on YouTube as my main platform. It's always been my main platform, but I want to focus in on it being my main platform that I'm teaching about, right? And then I'll secondarily teach about TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. But my main platform, my area of expertise is going to be in YouTube. So that's how I got to be the Krista Maximizer that's in front of you today. I think it's very important for me to share my story so that you know I'm not just this lady yelling at you on the internet. And I just started posting videos yesterday. I've posted thousands of videos to the internet, thousands. Okay. So with that being said, I want to do a short, quick and easy live tonight because I don't want to talk too much, because although my voice is coming back, hopefully I'll be at full strength tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. By Thursday, I should have my whole voice back. I want to talk tonight about coming up with content ideas for your business. So I'd love to know in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from, and tell us what your business is. Tell us what you sell. Tell us what problem you solve. Tell us what product you sell. So, where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country are you watching from? And then what is your business? Let me know down in the comments. What is your business, and or what do you sell? I'm in the Central Florida area. I live in Lake County, and my business is content coaching. I help coaches and service providers use YouTube to create consistent content that converts into consistent sales in their business. I teach you a low stress, non overwhelming way to use YouTube as your main platform for marketing. Think of YouTube as your commercial. Think of YouTube as your ad. Think of YouTube as your billboard, right? YouTube is the best platform for coaches and service providers. It is the best platform if you sell a service. YouTube is by far the best platform, and you should be on it, right? So where are you watching from, and then what is your business? And I want to talk about how to find content ideas for your business. So many business owners come to me and they're like, I don't know what to post about, or I've just been posting random things. And when you are a business owner, I need you to remember that you are a business owner first and a content creator second, and your content should be intentional. not just posting randomly, not doing all of these trends that are not relevant to your audience or to your industry, right? You are not focusing on going viral. As a business owner, my goal is not to go viral. My goal is to stay consistent. My goal is to show up and build an audience of ideal clients and show up for them, share value with them, and then offer them a solution to their problem with my coaching program, with my one on ones. That is the goal as a business owner, not to just post 5 to 7 times a day and hope and pray that you go viral. Going viral can't be your goal. So, when it comes to figuring out what to post, you need to be very intentional about what type of content you're posting and what you're sharing. So I'm going to share with you my top 4 or 5 ways to help you figure out content ideas for your business. Okay. So the first way to come up with content ideas is through what I like to call connection content. And connection content is simply the what and the why. So I said this a little bit earlier. Your why is what makes people buy. People don't buy because you tell them to buy your lip gloss. People don't buy because you tell them to buy your ebook. People don't buy because you tell them to buy your course. People don't buy because you tell them, I'm a great hairdresser. No. The first way to come up with content ideas is the what and the why behind your connection pieces. And your 3 core connection pieces are the what and the why of your business, the what and the why of your industry that you're in, and the what and the why of your story, like how and why you started your business. Right? If this makes sense, type yes in the comments. If this makes sense on TikTok or Instagram, just go ahead, tap the screen if this makes sense. Okay. So, connection content is number one. This works for any industry, this works for any type of business. So, I want you to write down business, industry, story, right? What is your business? Why did you start it? What is your industry? Why is it important? What is your story? Why are you qualified to start this business? Okay. The what's and the why is important. Why does your audience need this problem solved? Why does my audience want to use content? Because they want a free way to market to their audience. They want a free way to build an audience. They want to be able to connect with people nationwide and worldwide, and content allows them to do that. Versus if you run a local TV commercial or ad, only the people watching it locally are going to see it. Versus if you show up on YouTube, the sky is the limit and everybody in the world can absolutely see it, right? So you got to get clear on the what's and the why of your particular business, the what's and the why of your industry, and the what's and the why of your story. That's 6 pieces of content. And this is a type of content that you can repeat every single month. Every single month, you can talk about the what's and the why of your business. What is your business? Why did you start it? Why is it important? Okay. Industry. What industry are you in? What are things about your industry that people don't know? What are things about your industry that you want to share? Why is your industry important? Why is your industry the way that it is? Why does your industry need what you are bringing to the marketplace? Okay. Your story. No one is telling you to get on Beyonce's internet and tell all of your business. I do not suggest that. But what I'm saying is tell the parts of your story that lead up to you getting here today. So I told y'all a 5-minute version of my story. I started off as a coupon coach. I started helping women start businesses. I fell in love with it, did it for 3 years. Then in 2023, I decided that I needed to pick one, and I picked. And then in 2024, it was very lackluster until I figured out that content is my jam and content is my secret sauce. And then 2025, I refined that even more. That's the 5-minute version of my 7-year journey, right? Those points are important. On my anniversary and on my birthday, I tell you a 2-hour version where I get into how I got fired and what it works and all the things. Like I go into great detail. Latoya, hello. Cleaning business owner here struggling with content. Okay. So can you give me a specific thing that you're struggling with when it comes to content? And then I want to invite you to join my email list. I'm going to put a form up here. Latoya, if you fill out this form with your name, your email, and your phone number, I will add you to my email list. Okay. Fill this out with your name, email, and phone number. I'll add you to my email list. You'll get notified when I get live. You will get notified of my brand new coaching offers, and I'm launching a brand new content membership in January. So you will be the first to know details all about that. When I post new YouTube videos, I also will be emailing those out as well. And then starting in 2024, I will be sending out a weekly email like newsletter check-in. Okay. So those are 6. Oh, perfect, Latoya. Awesome. Those are 6 content ideas right there. And then if you have questions for me, Latoya, I would love to answer them. So any questions you have specifically about content for your business, let me know down in the comments. Okay. So that's the first thing, connection content. Why is connection content important? Before you can sell to your audience, you need to build it and you need to connect with them. So in order to make a sale, you have to have someone to sell to. In order to have someone to sell to, you need to post content that attracts them. So I want to help business owners with content. So I am going to be talking about starting a business, growing a business, creating content for your business. Does this make sense? Yes or no? If this makes sense, tap the screen on TikTok. If this makes sense on YouTube and Facebook, drop a yes in the comments, right? So you want to connect with your audience. The way to connect with your audience, the what's in the why of your business, the what's in the why of your industry, the what's in the why of your story. That's 6 pieces of content that you can post right now today. I've been posting consistently on Facebook and Nextdoor, but still no leads. Okay, Latoya, without me looking at your content, can you tell me what are you posting? Are you posting, hey, I'm a house cleaner? You said a house cleaner, right? A cleaning business owner. Hey, I'm a cleaning business owner. If you want your house clean, call this number, go to this email. Are you posting before and after pictures? Okay. Are you posting any videos? Are you telling any stories about it? Are you sharing why you are a cleaner? Before and after pictures are okay, but they are not necessarily going to get the job done. Specials, yes to videos, no stories. Okay, so not necessarily stories. Are you telling a story in your video? Are your videos silent or do they have music? So I'm going to give Latoya some real life examples. Okay. So if you have no leads right now, I want you to take the videos that you already have. Do you still have them available? No music. I want you to tell the story of why you started a cleaning business. So if the video is 30 seconds, 30-second version of why you started a cleaning business. And at the end, if you would like for me to clean your house, I'm offering XYZ, call or email me here. Next video, tell me about the client. This client reached out to me. She wanted me to clean bedroom, bathroom, windows, whatever. I decided to go in and do this. Show us it, right? But tell us a story. So when I say a story, I want you to tell us a story. I also want you to go and watch my last couple of day in the lives that I posted. And I want you to think about telling the story. Don't say, oh, I cleaned this window and I scrubbed it. We can see that you did that. Tell us a story about your interaction with that client. Tell us the story about how you found that client, how that client found you. Does this make sense? Why did you start your business? How can hiring you to clean for me give me more time back? How can you cleaning for my family give us more family time? People like stories. Period. Tell us a story. Cut the soft music, cut the silent videos. And this is just without me seeing your content or learning a little bit more about your business. So hopefully that helps. Happy to have you on the email list. I'll get you added on there tonight. And if you have any other questions, let me know if you have any specific questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Okay. The next way to find content ideas for your business are FAQs about the business. What are frequently asked questions that people get? Why do you need a housekeeper? Okay. Some people think that they need a housekeeper because they are filthy, right? Some people feel like they need a housekeeper because their kids and their husband don't clean up behind them. But the real reason you need a house cleaner is so that you don't have to do the deep cleaning by yourself, so that you can just surface clean. And when your house cleaner comes every 2 weeks, every week, once a month, They handle the heavy lifting. That's one thing off of your plate, and that gives you back 1 to 2 hours a week that you can spend with your family, right? What are some frequently asked questions? People think that before, if they have a house cleaner, they need to clean before I come. No, leave it a mess. I'm there to clean, right? What are frequently asked questions that I get about being a business owner? Number one, how do I figure out what type of business to start? Number two, how do I figure out what type of content to post? Number three, what platform should I be on? Does this make sense? Yes or no? If this makes sense, type yes in the comments on YouTube. Tap the screen on TikTok and Instagram if this makes sense. So, what are frequently asked questions that people ask you all the time? That's a piece of content. Okay. Secret. Pro tip. If you don't know what questions people are asking, I want you to go to a competitor in your industry, someone who has 1 million views on a video. Go to YouTube. Okay. Go to YouTube and look at the comment section. Don't watch their video, mute it. Go to the comment section. What questions are people asking about that industry? Any question that someone is asking is a good piece of content for you. That's how I started in YouTube. When I started my coupon beginner series, I went to my competitors' YouTube channels. I went to all these big couponers, okay, people who were getting 100,000, 200,000 views on a video, 50,000 views on a video. And I looked at the comments. And I opened a Google Doc, and every single question that I saw, answered or not, most of them were unanswered. I made a Google Doc of content ideas. Hey, Sharon, I made a Google Doc of content ideas. Every single question. So every single month, I did a live on how to start couponing. Every single month, you're going to see me do a live on how to consistently show up, how to come up with your content ideas, how to plan your content for the month. These are questions that people would ask every single day. I would answer the question, how to start couponing, damn near every single day, because every day a new person is finding you. It's okay to repeat it, but whatever questions people are asking, just make it a piece of content, okay? And I'm going to go a little bit deeper into that in a second. But frequently asked questions about your industry. You're a house cleaner, right? Share tips on how to maintain your cleanliness in between your housekeeper showing up. What products should I be using in between? What utensils, types of rags, microfiber cloths? I hate the way they feel, but they clean so nicely. What are the best sponges? What are the best mops? Should I use a Swiffer or should I use a robot vac? Does this make sense? You see these questions? Yeah, I'm going to still have my house cleaner come, but I got to maintain. Just like I'm going to go get my hair done. I'm going to go. But in between me going to the salon, I need to maintain. So what tips can you share with me to maintain in between my house cleaner coming? Does this make sense? What questions are people asking? That's your content. Okay. Next, before a client works with you, before a client buys from you, what do they need to know? What is pertinent information? That's content. So before you work with me from YouTube, you need to know why a YouTube channel is a good fit for your business, how to start a YouTube channel, the best cadence of posting on YouTube. Then you can come work with me and I can help you with the rest. You've got to be crystal clear on the problem that you're solving in your business. Your product, your offer needs to be very, very clear before you come work with me. I'm going to share all of that in content. Yes, I'm a content coach, but I can also help you from 0 to 100. I can help you take the idea from your brain and turn it into a business. So if you are a business owner, before you come to me, you've got to at least know, what do I want to, or not what to, how do I want to show up for my ideal clients? Then I can help you figure out the content piece. If you come to me and you're like, Crystal, I want a business, but I don't know. Okay, you come to me at least knowing you want a business. I have all the tools and resources to help you the rest of the way. What does your audience need to know before they working with you? That's content. Anything that they need to know that's relevant or pertinent before they pay you, that's content that you can create, okay? Content gaps. specifically on YouTube. You can go to YouTube when you have a YouTube channel. You can go into your analytics. You can go into your YouTube studio and you can literally look up content gaps. So I can type in content for business and YouTube will tell me what's a high search, meaning a lot of people are searching it, what's a low search, nobody's searching it, or it's a high search but there's not a lot of content. That's a content gap. Versus something that's a high search and there's a lot of content, I may not make a video about that. But if it's something that's a high search and it says like there's not enough videos, I'm going to make videos around that. Every single platform, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, has analytics and they will tell you searching. TikTok gives me a list every week. This is some of the best content you can create in your niche. Like 20% of it is relevant to me. The other 80% is just like whatever's trending popular in the world. But 20% of it is specifically about business and content. Cool. YouTube, very specific. I go in, I type in what I'm thinking, and then I can title my videos and then come up with more topics based on what people are asking YouTube for and what YouTube has available. Or maybe people are asking for this content and the videos that are pulling on YouTube are 3 and 4 years old. How can I make an updated, my version, sharing this type of content to my audience with my twist on it, right? With my perspective, with my knowledge, with my experience. Go to the research and analytics tab on YouTube when you have a YouTube channel. I literally plan all of my content from there. Then I look at my Google Doc of questions that people ask me, and that's how I come up with it. Okay. I've decided for December, I'm going to do my version of Vlogmas. So I have to come up with a lot of video ideas. And I was like, oh, it's going to take me like an hour to pick my ideas. Mostly because I'm going to sift through and find the ones that work best for me. But within an hour, I can plan a month's worth of content. Easy, right? So content gaps. YouTube will tell you exactly what to post. So these are ways for you to come up with content ideas that don't pigeonhole you into one area, right? This is ways that you can find content ideas no matter what your niche is, no matter what your industry is, no matter what your business is. Now, I want to tell y'all that I am launching something epic in 2026. I'm launching a content membership. Now, full details of this content membership are going to come out next Wednesday, November 12th. So mark your calendar for November 12th. I don't know Kinsley's practice schedule yet, so I may be doing it later in the evening, like 9 p.m.-ish. I'm going to go live. But if you are on my email list and you join the wait list, I have a specific wait list for this membership. It's going to be a monthly membership where I help you create content consistently for your business with YouTube as the main platform, but I'm also going to be teaching Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. YouTube is the main, but I'm also going to teach you how to use Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as your secondary platform for your business, okay? So this content membership is going to be around $100 per month. We're going to meet multiple times per month. And the best thing about this content membership is that it's going to be all live. Now, I don't have all the details, but the details are coming on November 12th. But you can get on the wait list right now. If you go to my website, kristenmaximizer.com/membership, you can get on the wait list. You will be the first to know when the new things drop. Hold on one second. You'll be the first to know when the brand new details drop. I'm going to go live that night, but the details to the waitlist are going to drop early that day. You are going to be giving access to exclusive bonuses and specials that I'm going to be running around this membership. There's going to be some waitlist only exclusives that you're only going to be able to get if you are on the waitlist. But this membership is going to be everything you need for accountability, support, and consistency as you use content to build your business. If you want to make tens of thousands of dollars in 2026 and you want to use YouTube and your secondary platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, the big four, to create content for your business and actually make sales, you're going to want to be in this membership. It's going to be everything that you need for accountability, support, and consistency to show up every single week, every single month in your business, okay? Using your content. And you're not going to have to work hard. You're not going to have to post 5 to 7 times per day. I'm going to teach you my content strategy of planning your content for a month at a time, scheduling it out so that you are not overwhelmed. So make sure you get on the wait list. If you're on my email list, you will get the link to the wait list. Don't worry. But get on the wait list, KristenMaximizer.com. It's on my profile now. It's linked in my bio on TikTok and Facebook. It's in the description box of this video. But I do want to open the floor for questions. Are there any questions about figuring out content ideas for your business? Questions. Let me know in the comments. If you don't have any questions, can you let me know, was this helpful for you? Yes or no? So yes or no, it was helpful. And then what questions do you have? Okay. What questions do you have? The main question, which is what I talked about today, is how do I figure out what to talk about? We kind of talked about that during this. Yes, awesome. I'm glad it was helpful for you sharing. If you focus on connection content as you're building your audience, it definitely becomes easier. Any core concepts, features, anything that your audience needs to know, all of that can be great content ideas. Okay. Don't be super cliche. Uh, think outside the box creatively and focus on the why. If you focus on the why, you'll have an infinite amount of content ideas. Okay. All right. I don't see any questions. I see some yeses. I'm happy it was helpful for you all. So if you have questions after this, feel free to slide in my DMs on TikTok or Instagram. This time change is kicking my butt a little bit. So I'm about to go eat some dinner, hang out with Kinsley, and go to bed early because mama is tired. So I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. All I ask is that you go get on my email list / the wait list for the membership launch. Doors open to the membership in January, but there's going to be some Black Friday bonuses happening and some early bird specials, so you do not want to miss that. So you can go to KristenMaximizer.com / membership to get on the wait list for the membership. And then if you're not already subscribed to my business YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris, it's Build a Business with KRYS. Please go subscribe to Build a Business with Chris today. I want to thank you all so much for joining me for this live. And I will be live again tomorrow, a little bit later, because Kinsley has basketball practice. So I'll be live closer to 9 p.m. tomorrow, but I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.